Training camp day 5, injury update. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate, a show for the fans by a fan. Make sure to hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a video. We're sitting at 127 subs currently, so let's get up to 250 by kickoff, which is against the Green Bay Packers on September 11th. Now, speaking of that day, we have a little bit of an injury update, being that training camp is the time where unfortunate injuries take place. It's a part of the game. It is what it is. We wish it never happened. But one man in particular got injured on Monday. Yes, training camp day 3, I believe. And I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, there's some optimism there. He will play this season. But the timetable at this point in time seems a little off, in my opinion. Now, Christopher Gates actually dove into this situation where actually this week, Monday, was the first day of padded practice, padded training camp practice. And that means, well, players are going to go full bore, 100%, and basically never let off the brakes. And that is unfortunate for our tight end, Irv Smith Jr., who has to have surgery on his thumb. Christopher Gates covers this for us where he says, on Monday, there was some angst at Minnesota Vikings training camp as tight end Irv Smith Jr. left the field with a trainer during the session. He wasn't limping, but it turns out that his preseason appears to be done. Head coach Kevin O'Connell announced that Smith had surgery on a thumb he injured in practice on Monday. While Smith is going to be sidelined for a while, O'Connell said that, barring any setbacks, the team hopes to have him back for the regular season opener on September 11th. This is a definite setback for Smith, who missed all of last season after tearing a meniscus in the preseason finale. He was expected to take a big leap forward before missing all of 2021, and so far the hope has been that he would pick up there this season. However, the brakes have been applied to the Irv Smith train for now. He goes on to say, in Smith's absence, some of the Vikings tight ends further down the depth chart will get some opportunities, such as 7th round pick Nick Muse and rookie Zach Davidson. Davidson got some run with the first team during 2-minute drills on Monday and reportedly made several impressive catches. The Vikings have also reported that running back / kick returner Kene Nwangwu is dealing with a soft tissue injury and is day to day. But when you think about it, aren't we all day to day? Now, this injury is somewhat of a setback. Not a big setback by any means, because it's not an ACL injury and is not a meniscus injury. It is not a serious injury at all. It is a thumb injury, which he had surgery on. He had it surgically repaired, which means his comeback should be sooner rather than later. That means he's going to miss the entire preseason, and I'm okay with that, right? I think if you're smart, I think if any team's smart during preseason, the first game you have your first team guys like a Kirk Cousins, a Dalvin Cook, a Justin Jefferson, those type of guys, your starters, take one drive down the field, see what we got going, see what we need to improve on, and then they're out the rest of the game, and then they don't play another snap the rest of the preseason. Now, the Minnesota Vikings have historically gone, hey, you're playing the first 2 drives, the first 3 drives, first game. Next game, you're playing the first 1 drive, or the first drive, the first 2 drives, something like that. And then the last game, you probably won't play at all. But I think it's smarter if you let your starters only play that first preseason game, because the chances of injuries are just so high. Like, why have an injury happen during preseason when we don't want it? But we'd rather have it in regular season form so that we know what we're dealing with, I guess, at that point in time. Let's go into the season healthy. Now, with Irv Smith Jr., look, he was one of our 4 secret weapons that I talked about just the other week, I believe. And he was also one guy I noted that we are 1 injury away from complete disaster. Complete disaster. The tight end depth chart for the Minnesota Vikings is not very big. Okay, we don't have many experienced personnel at the tight end position, and hopefully we can pick it up. Hopefully things will be fine. Hopefully Irv Smith isn't sidelined for longer than just the preseason, and hopefully he is back for season opener against the Green Bay Packers September 11th. So you can tell me in the comments if you believe this man right here, Irv Smith Jr., will be just fine. How is this season going to look? And what does this mean for the Minnesota Vikings going forward? Does it mean anything? Or does it mean nothing at all? So do me a favor, go and hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a video. Let's get that subscriber count to 250 by kickoff when we play the Green Bay Packers on September 11th. Have a great rest of your night, folks. Skol Vikes.